It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. Here's your host, Abby Dyer.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to your Thursday. We're in the 50s early this morning. It is so nice outside, cool, crisp weather for us in the Ozarks, and it is going to be the best day of the week. Get outside at some point if you can. Too nice to miss out on. Really nice and cool for the first couple of hours this morning. We're in the 50s now. I think we'll quickly get into the 60s before mid-morning, and then we'll spend several hours in the 70s close to the lunch hour. Fabulous. I mean, there is just not enough good words I have to use to describe today's weather. It is going to be fantastic, so don't miss out on it. We had a cold front come through, and now we're enjoying this east breeze. It's pretty light. It's going to keep the nice sunny sky around. Beautiful weather to enjoy as we head into the second half of your work week. Beautiful weather out there today. We have low 80s, sunshine, and an east breeze, as I mentioned. I have a high temperature forecast today of 82 degrees. That's for the Springfield area. There will be a few places that maybe stay in the upper 70s today. Just fantastic all across the region. The weather map looks pretty quiet, not just for us here in the Ozarks, but really most of the Midwest experiencing really quiet conditions. Of course, Hurricane Idalia is the big story down to the southeast, and flooding continues there. Additional rain chances as that storm system has brought a frontal boundary through the region. They're going to continue to see wet weather to the southeast. And then we're looking at another area of rainfall opening up for the Four Corners, northwestern portion of the country also getting some rainfall today. Everything's nice and quiet here in the Midwest. And a lot of folks are kind of feeling this fall feeling in the air for the first time. Warmer weather then in store for us for the holiday weekend. I know some of you don't like that cooler weather for the holiday weekend. So this year it's just going to go right in line and say, okay, it's a summer weekend. We're going to warm right back up. Temperatures back into the 90s as we head into the holiday weekend. If you have outdoor plans this weekend, it's going to be hot in the low 90s pretty much every day. But know that there's no rain chance in the forecast. So camping, floating, hiking, picnics, all of that a go for the holiday weekend, which is always kind of nice when things work out that way. When we look at the detailed forecast through the holiday weekend, I have temperatures that stay in the mid and upper 80s on Friday, and then they'll kind of slowly inch their way up as we go through the weekend forecast. I have temps back to the 90s, easily happening by Sunday. Monday, Labor Day itself, actually looks to be one of the hottest in the 7-day forecast, and that's when we get a bit of humidity to come back. So I'm expecting heat index values to be back into the triple digits by Monday. Really, the rest of the weekend, not so bad. Sunny and hot, but dry across the Ozarks, which will be nice for anyone that has outdoor activities planned. No rain in sight, and that's the bad news for a lot of folks because we were just now starting to get out of some of those drought conditions. Unfortunately, I think we're not going to see much improvement in the drought monitor this week. In fact, some places are going to get a lot worse because I know you haven't had a drop of rain. The grass is getting brown again in places that it had greened up. So unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of rainfall in my forecast. Hot temperatures, though, do look to return. When I look at some of the long-range charts, just one model, for example, it actually has triple-digit heat coming back into the Ozarks. I think that might be a bit aggressive, but I'm watching that as we look at the extended forecast. We're talking out through like the second week of September. It looks really warm. So if you're already thinking ahead and thinking, okay, what type of year is this going to be? I'm thinking September looks above average overall. That's what a lot of the charts are pointing to as this big ridge of high pressure kind of takes hold of the middle part of the country and does not let go. But back to our forecast today. Couldn't be better. Sunshine, 82 degrees. We're back into the mid 50s overnight tonight. Sunny skies Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We might get some cloud cover by Monday and Tuesday, but I'm expecting we stay dry and temps get back to that 90-degree point. That happens as early as Sunday, but I have low 90s in the forecast for Monday as well. Around the country, some of the weather headlines, of course, you're hearing all about the flooding and the extreme measures being taken in the southeast. Horrible wind damage, creating a lot of widespread power outages for Florida, back through Georgia, even the Carolinas, and flooding, a huge problem, of course, and we're going to be hearing about that all the way through the weekend. Impacts continuing for the southeast, as I showed you that weather map, and additional rain chances expected there. Late last night, by the way, if you didn't hear about it, we had a full moon. The peak was last night, yesterday evening. The full blue moon. Now, was it blue? No, it looked like the normal color of the moon, nice and white and bright. However, it was kind of an interesting one because this was a super moon as well as a blue moon. A blue moon, the definition, it's the second full moon to occur in a single calendar month. So the month of August is typically pretty long. We got 2 full moons this month. Blue has nothing to do with the color. It just looks normal. However, it was a super moon, which means it's a little bit closer to Earth. It appeared bigger and brighter. So I hope you had a chance to see that. We did have nice clear skies overnight, and we are still going to have some really nice moons over the next couple of nights as the moon phase change. That's what I'm looking for. All right, here's a look at your brain twister question. This is what I left you with yesterday. In Switzerland, what is illegal to only own one of? Do you think you can only have A, one guinea pig, B, a tire iron, C, a butterfly, or D, a home phone? If you were one that guessed a guinea pig, you would be exactly right. And at first, I heard this question and thought, well, that sounds really silly. But it actually kind of makes sense when I looked into the reason why. It's because they're social animals. So the country says, hey, you are abusing this animal if you do not give it a companion, because by nature they are very social. So it is illegal to only have one. You must have a companion for it. Give them a friend. Everybody needs a friend, right? It's not just guinea pigs, though. Parrots in Switzerland, also illegal to only own one parrot. You must have at least 2. Of course, you can have more. And there might be a limit on how many you can have. I did not look up the cap, though, on guinea pigs or parrots. I think 2 feels like a lot. Here's a look at the brain twister question for tomorrow. In the United States, what month tends to have the most births? Do you think it is A, the month of May, B, July, C, August, or D, November? Let me know what you think. You can do that over on the Around the Ozarks Facebook page. Thank you so much for listening early this morning to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. If you need a weather forecast throughout the day, make sure you head to aroundtheozarks.com. We've got you covered there. Of course, I will be back to chat with you early tomorrow morning, and I hope everyone gets outside today. Too nice to miss out.